Hey, this is James Morgan. My YouTube channel is Captain J Morgan. Uh, this will be my last video for today. I just wanted to end the day with some comments about this week and about what we got coming up. The week wasn't a pleasant week. Really, the month hasn't been really good as far as the stock price, but I mean, we're probably 40% down from, I think it's right around 40% from when we started the year and the month. Um, and just this past week, it's been about 7.5%, which actually, with the market as volatile as it has been this week, that isn't really as bad as I thought it could be. So closed today just right around this actually was probably the best day out of the 5 days here, and we closed about a little over $15. So all in all, I know it was real bad in the markets, and the stock price of AMC uh, uh, didn't do that well. But there was a lot of other, I think, catalysts that can and that will help this squeeze and get this stock running that happened this week. One of the biggest ones was uh, the SEC did that foreign proposal. They passed it 3-1, meaning that it's going to be a lot more transparency regarding how the institutions, the brokers, and especially the hedge funds have to report. So not only transparency, but also the timeliness of the reporting. So, uh, and I wasn't sure if it had actually passed or not, or if they were debating it still. But uh, from what I understand, it actually passed. I don't know when it'll be implemented, but I think the powers that be and the players in the market that are manipulating the stock so bad and have had it uh, so long, being able to manipulate it without much repercussions, are I think they're getting set for sort of a reboot or a revamp of the market. At least I hope so. Who knows? Anything could happen. But I think the SEC, even though they could do they could do a lot more, but you know, and maybe they don't have the resources, or I'm sure it's very political. But with this move, I think it's going to be very, very good. So when that will happen, I have no idea, like all of you guys. But I always hate uh, to always bring up. Well, that's why I'm here, I guess. It's my experiences from this, what was going on last year at the same time. Um, and at that time, there were so many of us that didn't actually understand this like we do now, or I don't think the company was in as good a position. I know it wasn't, and I don't think we were for squeeze either, even though it did run up in June. But just think how much further it could go now. And in about a year ago, I was sitting in in a lot of ways, I'm sitting better now, but uh, the same predicament in that the stock was sort of very volatile um, and not at a great price, and it was actually descending. And I had to make a decision on, do I stay in? Do I dollar cost average down? What do I do? So I made the decision to stay in and to dollar cost average down, which both were, in hindsight, were good decisions. And that's what it is in the markets. You just never know. You just do your best due diligence, and uh, just from your life experiences and from what you know and what you read and what you research. So that's what we're doing right now, and that's why you're probably watching this video. So I'm going to make a video, and I've said that now the last couple of videos, so you just have to take the time to make it. And I want to uh, go through what I was experiencing last year, and especially in regards to right around the time before and after the stock ran in June, at the first few days of June. And I think that will hopefully provide some good experience for you guys to use on how you prepare and move forward on trading your stock when the squeeze happens and this runs. Because the two hardest things are deciding when to get into a stock and pushing that button. And I found it's as hard or even harder to know when to get out of a stock and push that button. It's as hard, I think, when the stock's going up as it is when it's greater, and then you know you have to get out also. So, or when you know the stock's no good for you anymore. All right, that's it. Hopefully, you guys will watch that video if you want to see. I don't show a lot of, I'm not big on technology, and I want to be. It's just I'm an old man, and I'm going to be more, but why I'm saying that is because I would like to, I'll get on where I can get on the computer and show you guys what I'm talking about and what I've done in the past or my positions I hold. I don't mind sharing that. I really hadn't done it in the past before much, but I'm learning, and I've been asked, you could just be anyone just saying anything, and you'll find out that's not me. And also, what's the point? I don't have a massive following, and I'm not making money on YouTube yet. So there's no point, except it's just sort of is helpful for me to get on here and talk. It helps me with my thoughts, and just and hopefully it'll help somebody out there also, or maybe more than one. Maybe if you'd like to discuss anything on AMC or anything in the regarding the stock market in general, or even construction, because that's what I do. Feel free to give me a shout at Captain J Morgan 2021 at gmail.com, and I'll try to answer questions you have. Oh wait, I did get a comment here. I'm not used to seeing this here. Let me see what this is. It says that's a lot of shares, and you were probably, let me get my other glasses here so I can see better. And you probably selling a bunch early. Well, then this was Berkney Herring. Well, if I'm saying that right, Berkney. No, what had happened was I had a friend call me, and they said, "Hey, have you seen this AMC? Or I'm sorry, this GameStop? Sorry." And I said, "I don't know much about it, but of course I heard about it on TV." And I said, "I think I've missed the boat, because at that time it's already." Thanks. That's Bertney. Said she subscribed to me, so I appreciate it. So I'll try to be brief, but I can be long-winded. But I had a friend who called me about GameStop, and I said, "I think that play's already done. I don't know much about it." And they said, "Well, take a look at AMC, because I think it's about to go also." And so I looked at AMC, and it was, at the time, it was about $7, $7. And so I thought, well, I'll take a look at it again better the next day. And by the next day, it had shot up to like $20. And I thought, oh man. So I had just gotten out of some other stocks because the market was a little bit volatile back in January of last year. And so I had originally got into the market about 6 months before that, maybe 8 months. And I had almost tripled my money just on moving it around. I was doing a lot of EV stuff and just some tech stuff. And so I had gotten out of a lot of it, and I was either going to pull it back or just wait and see what came along. And so it was AMC. So I decided, I sort of chased it right then. I remember buying in, and I bought in at I think it was already $20, in the low 20s. and that was pretty much at the peak. And then within about, I believe it was the next day, they took the buy button away. It was within 1 or 2 days. So I figured it out. Sold Dogecoin for AMC. I felt the same. Figured it out. Sold Doge. Well, good. You're very smart. I just happenstance into buying AMC because if I wouldn't have had that money set aside and I already sold, I believe I sold Tesla at the time. It was right when Tesla had just hit, for the first time, it had just hit about 900. And I didn't get out at 9, but I got out at about the low 8s. Where do you see AMC in 1 month? I don't know. I don't see it much lower than this. And if it is, like I said earlier, if it gets probably under 10, I'm just going to have to, if everything, you sort of take it day by day too, but if everything's the same as it is now, as far as all the other factors where the hedge funds haven't covered and the SEC has kept this PF form proposal in where they have to be more transparent, I'm going to probably buy some more. But regardless of that, where I think it'll be in a month, I don't think it will be much worse off than it is now. If anything, last year, when I loaded up on it at about $7-8, it stayed there for, it didn't get much above 7, 8, 11. It went out around in there for probably months, 6 weeks, 2 months, and then it started going up a little bit. And I remember I was really excited when it went to $13, $14. And then from there, just one day it started pumping, and it went, I think it took about 2 or 3 days to get up there to 72. I remember it went to 14 and we were all happy. And then I believe it went from 14 to about 34. And then one day it went from 34 to in the 70s. Let me see. It says, Lou says, President Day weekend. President Day. I'm sorry, I don't have my glasses on and they're so dirty I can't see them. President Day weekend, possibly. I think if you put because I was disappointed last year too when I would always put a time limit or a day on it. Respect. 801 bit here. Yeah, if you believe in the play and you don't have to sell because of needing the money or for taxes coming up, then just hang in there. And remember we got into this play because even though everyone was, or a lot of people I knew were telling me I was crazy, or I don't think they understood the stock like we do or have done the due diligence or know what's all involved with it. Now, saying that, anything could happen with this stock because I've been around a lot in business, and there's a lot of shady stuff that goes on and shenanigans. But I think the retail investors like ourselves and all the people that are involved in this have shed enough light on it that I think they're going to have to let this, sort of like Lou says, play out. I do agree with Lou on the fact that I think this will only go so high before they really start stopping it or start using the shares that they have bought that people have sold to get to whatever point it is. And then I've heard this before, they'll call rinse and repeat. And so if you look at it last year, I did not, I thought I'm going to wait until I was just like everyone, I'm going to wait till this thing gets up to, thousands of dollars, and then I'm going to sell. I had to do it again. In hindsight's 2020, but I might have sold a little bit as it was going up. And I think it will go further than it did this time here. So I'm going to make a video showing some where I think as it goes where I might do some selling on the way up. There is his name is Lion Trader. You ought to check his YouTube channel out. I think he does a really good job at at the due diligence he does, and he has some videos on there regarding brackets and how he plans on exiting, the stock when it starts running or squeezing. And I think that's what we all have to do. At least that's what I've learned. Is I'm going to have a plan and try to share what I think that plan will be for exiting. I don't have a Twitter account right now. My nephew tried to help me hook one up, and he's very technology savvy and smart, and that's sort of why I started the channel. If you look back on some of my older videos, I haven't done a video in like 7 months until the last week, and you'll see one where I was there, and I had I had almost $2 million in the stock there, but I believe in the play here, and I didn't get out of it. But this time, I think this is going to be the real time that the next time it goes up. I think that's going to be the time I'll start getting out of the stock. And then I've seen where a guy says that you can rinse and repeat because, and what that means is, or what I take it as, and what he meant is, you can just think if I would have gotten out of this stock or some of it last year when it went up to about $72. And again, hindsight's 2020, but as it comes down, I could have had money and then used some of that money that I made to buy some more shares. I almost got out of some of it at the end of this last year for tax purposes, but I wasn't understanding the wash rule, and that's my fault. And in fact, if my accountant, his name's Michael's, watching this, I haven't. I was sick too here in the last few weeks, and I haven't talked to him. So I know he's going to yell at me because we had a plan, and I did not stick to the plan. But there was a lot of different reasons, and then I just got messed up. It was a Friday, December 31st. But maybe I'll even have a video on that. I think my experiences that I've gone through in this last year and a half of trading will hopefully help people out. We can have some good discussions on it because I made a lot of mistakes, but I also made money, and I think I did a few things that were pretty good. And that at the end of the day, having the AMC stock, I think, is probably going to be my best thing that I did. All right, don't have a Twitter. Thank you very much for Berkney for the discussion here. And feel free to, I'm going to make a few more videos. I'm hoping to this weekend. I'll be gone all day for work tomorrow. Got to go out of town. So I'll probably do it on Sunday. Thanks again. Watch some of my older videos. One of the ones where, watch me, I have a red coat on or shirt on one, and that shows you how I got involved in it, or tells you how I did. And then that's it. All right. I appreciate it. You're welcome. I understand. I'm making dinner for my kids. Oh, good. Well, congratulations on owning the stock too. And thank you for subscribing. And anyone else out there, thank you guys very much. And until the next video, I'll talk to you then. Bye-bye. And have a good evening, Bernie. And let me see. Somebody else is on here too. All right, put on my dirty glasses. Got it in May, accumulated much more. This is Devonport and Yan Tan. Hope I said that right. Thank you. Just subscribe. Thanks, Yan. Denverport. I apologize. I can't. Got in May, accumulated much more than I expected. Initially, mantra was buy and hold. Now all DD seems to show we are up against more than over leveraged hedges. I agree to a point with that Denveropt. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, but it's things are occurring a lot like they did last year at this time, and I was having a lot of doubts and worries myself. But I stayed in it, and again, I had the opportunity. I actually was at about $1.9 million at one point, and probably had $200,000 in it total of my money or less. So I think that's a good return, and I think that will happen again. When, I don't know. So everyone's got to make their own decisions. And but I do think at 15 here we're setting very low, and so I do I do think it's going to go back up some here soon. So let's find out together. Please hit the notification button. Maybe we can talk again. You see Bertney again. I'll keep my glasses on. They're just so dirty. It's hard to see. Hang on one second, Bertney. Take a look here. See what your comment is. Sorry, give me one sec. It says, dude, look at what the common investor about a day today. So, dude, look at what the common investor, common sense investor said about a day or two ago with the government owning all the corporation, getting all the shares from the hedge funds. Okay, I will look that up. Thank you for, I appreciate that very much. And again, one that I suggest you guys go look at is, it's called the, let me look at Lion Trader. I'm looking at him now on the YouTube. He seems very informative. And of course, Lou has his opinions and stuff. And I like Lou. I like a lot of his opinions. But let me see. Oh, yeah, I'll look that up. Yeah, I do agree that, and I've been around enough in business that the SEC is not. I don't think they're really there for just for the retail stock in investor or trader, like they say. I think they're there for mainly for the markets to go well, and for that to happen, it's the big guys. But I think they do want to clean up the market to a degree, and they don't really know what to do with the apes and with the retail stock investors. So I think behind the scenes, behind closed doors, they're trying to figure all that out. And like a lot of the YouTube channels, some of them say that's where we're at, and it's like maybe like a managed event. I don't know if that's. I think it's pseudo true. I mean, I do think they're behind closed doors, all trying to figure out what's going on and how to get out of it the best way with the least amount of pain for everybody. But they're not going to let a lot of hedge funds go under, and hopefully they won't let a lot of us retail stock investors, lose our money. When we made the right play, we made the right choice, we made the right decision. We've been holding with a lot of stress, and I think we should get, we should get our rewards too. I thank you guys. I've never had comments before like this, unless it was my sister gets on there, or she has in the past, and she's very sweet. She will ask me some questions and stuff. But feel free to go back and, like I said, take a look at some of the older videos I did. I don't know if I've gotten any better, probably worse, but that might show you how I got involved, and I'll do some videos coming up. And you guys, please email me at captainjmorgan2021 at gmail.com if you have any further questions. But I very much enjoyed discussing the AMC with you guys. Hang in there. I'm with you too. I've been through this the last year with everyone, and I think we'll have another chance at this run. And what I hope that we all can be prepared for, just one more time, is the run, because I was sort of shocked when it went up as fast as it did on that day. And let me see if I can show you. I'll show you guys real quick. Check this out. Give me one more second for you. Hang on, I'll show you something. A sec here. This is what happened on June the 2nd, and I just wasn't prepared for it, and I didn't know what to do. So I think I will know what to do. At least I am planning on doing better this time. Here, one second. Let me show you something here. Here we go. One sec. Okay, here we go. I thought we were going. Hang on. Okay, hang on. One more second. All right. Take a look at this, guys. This was on June the 2nd. You can see that. I don't know. Sorry, I think let me see. Can you see that? Okay, that was the green is how much money was made that day when it ran up. Made almost $1 million. There's two accounts there. One of them is I put it together for I just had two accounts. They're the same. They're both with TD Ameritrade. But uh, and that was over a matter of about 3 days, but you see the one day in the green. And so I was totally unprepared for that day. So I did not know how to handle all that. So I think I'll handle it better this time. So that's what I'm hoping to get across to everyone. The Common Sense Investors videos, the meaning of the Moss like tube. Good night. Good night, Burton, and good night, everyone. I appreciate it. That's Captain J Morgan 2021 at gmail.com. All right. Thanks, guys. Enjoyed it.